Alright everyone, archived link in the description to an Alexandria Ocasio Cortez tweet, which means you know that it's brain dead because it came from AOC. Now she's talking about wanting to, archive Trump fans and I guess their reaction to the election rigging. She's like, well, we gotta, because I have a feeling that they'll be deleting all these tweets and videos and stuff, so we gotta archive this sort of, so it's like making a Stasi-style list of people that disagree with you politically. My first thought is this. Why would I take down my support for one of the best presidents of modern times? Why would I even bother? I mean, in my case, of course, even if I delete the tweets and the videos and stuff like that, it's well known that I supported Trump. Voted for him, supported him generally speaking in most of what he did, although not all. Why would I delete that? She seems to think that I'd be scared of her or something like that. Well, no, you're just basically a cry-bully leftist. You're not scaring anybody. The cult of personality that's congealed behind AOC is the most cringe-fest thing that I've ever seen in my entire life. These people act like she's a living meme. Really what she is just an airhead. She's fucking stupid. That's basically what it boils down to. Now, of course, I tend to apply that logic to anyone who supports socialism, especially if they're so dumb that they think I'll take it seriously, that they say, no, I'm not a really socialist. I'm a social democrat. Okay, so you're an extreme hyper-capitalist that simply wants more taxes on that capitalism and then a welfare state. So you believe in deregulating corporations? So you believe in propping up the energy sector and every other important aspect of the U.S. economy in order to pay more welfare by maximizing profit and going cutthroat mode against other countries? That's what you believe in? I don't think so. I think it's called socialism. See, they use the term social democrat to try to fool and beguile people into supporting their way of life. But I get kind of sick of, when you've got someone like Cortez, who'd be a total fucking pushover pussy in real life, trying to go, gung-ho mode, Yas Queen Slay, I'm strong and empowered, hey guys, we're gonna create a list and check it twice of these evil Drumpfler fans, and insinuating you're gonna punish them down the road. How? What are you gonna do, sit there and cry? Mix the drink improperly, bartender Cortez? Give me a break. And anyway, I don't see anyone deleting anything. No, they're all in on Trump at the moment. We don't know who the president-elect is going to be. We have widespread outstanding claims of fraud in a half a dozen goddamn states. We have more than a half a dozen fucking states that are in automatic recount territory because in some cases, the threshold of votes, there are less than 10,000 votes at last count, when I checked, separating Trump and Biden in the state of Georgia. Less than 10,000, the automatic recount, to my knowledge. These states, in some cases, they don't require the paper ballots to be consulted to confirm the electronic tallies, but there's such a thing as the Supreme Court of the United States. Keeping in mind, regardless of who wins, it isn't until January 20th that they're technically the president. If Trump is reelected, I mean, he stays president, but he's in his lame duck term at the moment, regardless of what happens. If Biden is elected, he has no authority whatsoever until the 20th of January. SCOTUS is a 5-4 conservative court. If they get involved, they will probably order a total recount in these states. By the way, can I ask Cortez a question? Because she's so out to lunch. She wants to sit there talking about counting every ballot, making sure every vote counts. Very well. Why is it that you are not coming out and saying that you need a recount in these states that are so close? We have proof, not just evidence, but proof, of glitches in voting machines. This was uncovered in Michigan just earlier today. 6,000 votes. Those votes, if it hadn't been checked, wouldn't have counted, would they? They would have been voting for Biden, but they cast their ballot for Trump. So I would think, if the shoe's on the other foot, all of a sudden she wants to stop counting the votes and end the whole thing. In the state of Georgia, it was hilarious. Again, with a threshold of less than 10,000 fucking votes, supposedly giving Biden the victory. They linger on for 3 days counting, but literally the second that Biden crosses the finish line, they stop tallying the votes altogether. It's amazing how that happened. Cortez creating a list. Go ahead and put me on your Stasi list. It's not like I'm not already on a dozen lists anyway. I guarantee there's a dossier about me at the FBI and all these groups. They've openly proclaimed that they're doing that. Oh, we're going to keep tabs on the influencers online. Probably to check up to see if they're acting as foreign agents or something. I don't fucking goddamn give a shit. Everyone already knows I voted for Trump. Who cares? Who's gonna have a problem? Some leftist that can't even open their own fucking soy drink is gonna bully me about the fact that I supported Trump? I don't give a fucking shit. Yeah, go ahead and do something about it, Cortez. The funny part is that she is abused by her own political party, but still is so dumb she believes she has some sort of power. She doesn't even have a bully pulpit. Dude, your fans, lock, stock, and barrel, are so far left, it would be impossible for anyone to convince them otherwise than to vote Dem unless they were a Green Party member. It's an echo chamber. The fact that you have an echo chamber of fans on Twitter doesn't mean anything. Those people were already leftists before you even showed up anyway. Who cares? We need to archive these posts. Don't bother archiving mine unless you want to look back on my videos if I ever get banned on a platform. Why don't you just use alt tech instead? They're not going to ban me. Who gives a fucking shit? I love it. I love how these people, it's very funny because you have people on the right saying, well, if these people take control, they're going to, harass people. They want to take punitive action towards anyone who disagrees with them and stuff. And they always say, no, that would never happen. And yet, when it looks like they might have their president, they won't have the GOP. In fact, they lost control. What was it? The New Hampshire State House flipped Republican. The Democrats targeted a dozen state houses and didn't win a single one. So you don't have any state level support. You've lost power in the House. You've lost more than half of your advantage there. You failed to take the Senate. What the hell do you think that just an executive alone is going to do? Take executive action all you want. You're not going to expand the court. You're not going to pass any meaningful legislation. Basically, the only thing you're going to get is budgeting. And you'll have to negotiate with Mitch McConnell, of all people, in order to get it through. That'll be a fun time. Trump will be acting as a shadow president the whole time, laughing at Biden's failures anyway. That's assuming that Biden gets rigged in. Go ahead and make your Stasi list. It's funny because if somebody on the right were to say something basically exactly the same, she would call it terroristic and she would complain. She'd whine about right-wing bullies and militias and how terrified. She was literally shaking with fear. They've done this before. But when the shoe is on the other foot, they act like Nicolas Maduro. Isn't it funny how that always happens? That's about all. Peace out.